When an assassin needs a boyfriend, but a spy needs a wife, sparks fly. Let's begin our tale. Last time on Spy Family.
彼に任せよう。うちで最も腕の立つエージェント、黄昏。
そのためにまず結婚して子供をこさえろ。
はい。7日で子供を作れと。ロイド・フォージャー、職業精神科医。
Anya Forger, a little girl feeling for her life with a spy.
そこ、ほらそこ、そこ。
父すごい見つけてくる。
黄昏参上。お兄さんこちら。さらわれた。こいつらの仲間が何のために。子供が泣かない世界、それを作りたくて俺はスパイになったんだ。彼女がささやかな日常を送れることを願うが、二度と俺に関わるな。じゃあ帰ろう。
The results get posted and Lloyd is relieved to know that his all-nighters didn't go to waste.
二次審査は三者面談。必ず両親と3人で出席のことを。
母存在しない。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好
き。恋愛したい、これは真実。ただ愛されたいのは不誠実。もうどうすればいい、どうすればいいのか。街はいつも通り今日も俺と晴れたで色めきつつ。エキストラは家に帰るだけ。ふてくされてやしないさ。そんな日々を切り裂くように突然現れた君は痺れるような笑顔で僕の心を砕いてみせた。ねえ愛したい、これは真実。ただ愛されたいのは不誠実。もうどうすればいい、どうすればいいのかってわからないよ。その頭の中がわからない。でも愛想はいいと飾らないよ。こうやってまた君のペースに飲まれてく。そうやってまたほら振り回されてる。そうやってまたほら振り回されてる。
In an attempt to solve this massive dilemma, Lloyd tries to dress up Frankie to play the role of Anya's mother. However, the idea doesn't seem to be very convincing.
ダメだな。
アーニャ、この母やだ。
Now Lloyd must go down the difficult path, finding a real wife. Meanwhile, in City Hall, a few women are discussing Yor's extremely bland looks and personality. To them, Yor has nothing that appeals to the guys. Camilla emphasizes that a single lady nearing her 30s sounds extremely suspicious, and someday someone might call the cops on her.
この間30手前くらいの一人暮らしの女が近所の人から怪しいって通報されちゃったらしいですよ。
何それウケる。
But Yor seems unbothered by the remarks.
そうなのですね。ご忠告感謝します。
Before leaving, Camilla invites Yor to her party this weekend, but it's secretly a trap.
ぜひパートナーとご一緒に。ちょっとハードル高すぎじゃん。
Back at her place, Yor receives a call from her brother Yuri, who also emphasizes that his sweet sister should get married. Yor has done a lot for her brother, so Yuri wants to make sure he's there for her. However, with his upcoming promotion, time seems to be an issue for him. So he wants a good man to look after his sister. He offers to introduce her to someone, but Yor is embarrassed and doesn't want her brother to worry. So Yor only has one option.
実はね、週末パーティーに行くのです。もちろんパートナーと。
彼氏いたの？
そうなの。
Unfortunately, Camilla's boyfriend, Dominic, is Yuri's friend. So Yor must show up to the party with a partner now, especially since her overprotective brother has announced he will hold off on his promotion until he knows that there is someone to look after his sister. Yor paces the floor and thinks about her options. She realizes that she shouldn't have lied. But just then, the phone rings again.
店長。
こんばんは。お客様が入りましたよ。茨姫。ロイヤルホテル。
It's a call from a man named the shopkeeper who has a client for Yor. She immediately heads out to the Royal Hotel where Vice Minister Brennan from the auditing department is present, and without a second thought, the assassin kills everyone in the room.
大変恐縮なのですが、息の根止めさせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
コードネーム茨姫。女は殺し屋だった。
Secretly an assassin feared worldwide, Yor has been trained to kill since her childhood days, and now she's a full-blown assassin. But only those 6 feet under know the true terror of crossing paths with the Thorn Princess. However, Yor has other things on her mind.
ぜひパートナーとご一緒に。無理ですよ。
Back at the apartment, Frankie has done his homework and gathered the records of every single woman in the city. He specifies that what Twilight needs is a woman who would check the following boxes.
子持ちバツイチ OK で名門にふさわしい気品があり、48時間以内に手続き可能な女。
To summarize, they are in need of a miracle. While looking through the papers, Frankie highlights the fact that they need someone who won't raise any suspicions. Twilight agrees, stating he doesn't want to take any risks, but Frankie laughs at him.
とてもじゃないが両家のご令嬢には見えないぞ。
外見だけでもなんとかせんと。
In an attempt to make his little girl look more elegant, Loid brings Anya to the clothing store. Anya wonders if she's getting sold, but Loid reassures her he is not a slave trader when suddenly another customer enters the shop.
すみません。
あら、夜ちゃん久しぶり。
こんにちは。
Loid is stunned, as this is the first time anyone has slipped behind the spy without him noticing, but he chalks it up to being too relaxed lately. Loid scrolls through his memory and remembers that Yor Briar is a civil servant with 2 deceased parents and a little brother, but more importantly, she's single with no record of being married or divorced. But out of nowhere, Yor drops a bomb on him.
先ほどからジロジロと何かご用ですか？
In an attempt to play it smooth, Loid tells her it is because of how beautiful she looks. She can't believe what came out of this man's mouth. So Yor tries to shoot her shot, but before she can, the two are interrupted.
チーチー、アーニャの長さ判明した。お、誰？
こすれだった。
Anya hears Yor's thoughts about her interest in her father. But more importantly, she has heard that Yor is an assassin, making the little girl... This little girl was starving for entertainment, so Anya has decided to become Yor's wing woman. She reads her father's thoughts and realizes he's about to give up on talking with Yor. So, for them to not fumble this golden opportunity, Anya steps up. Who realizes this little girl doesn't have a mother, so she summons all of her courage to ask Loid a very important question.
恋人のふり？
そうなんです。弟に恋人がいると偽ってしまって。
Loid agrees to pretend to be Yor's boyfriend at the party this Saturday, and in turn asks for her to pretend to be his wife at the school interview, to which Yor agrees. He plans on having this woman agree to something simple at first, but will have her agree to a formal marriage in the end. On his way back from this successful mission, Loid receives an encrypted message from the cash register employee. Turns out, the encrypted mission is not related to Project Strix, but a side mission.
実行は標的がバイヤーに接触する土曜18時。土曜。
Not only does Loid have to retrieve the art pieces, but he also must attend the party with Yor. For that, he takes along some extra help in exchange for a couple of art pieces. Yor waits for Loid at the bus stop, worried that he got in a terrible accident, as Loid engages in an intense battle against 38 armed men. Loid and Frankly flee before their reinforcements arrive, and Loid takes something from the box for himself.
こいつは俺がもらう。
おいダイヤ、ずるいぞ高そうなやつ。うるさい、返せ。
Yor is tired of waiting, and she can't afford to bail, so she decides to go to the party alone. Yor tells the girls that her boyfriend had something urgent to deal with, but they refuse to believe her lie. Yor tries to ask Dominic to lie to her brother, but Camilla has other plans.
ないそこまでして見え張りたいんですか先輩。弟くんには正直にぼっちで来たって言っとくわ。
The assassin is not liking Camilla's behavior, and she begins to let her intrusive thoughts take over.
ここにいる大人全員お亡くなりになれば弟に伝わることも。
She scans the room and decides that this place is too normal for the likes of her. She decides to leave, but something surprising stops her.
遅くなり申し訳ない。夜の夫のロイド・フォージャーです。
But she needed a boyfriend, not a husband.
しまった。
Loid realizes he's screwed up, but since he's already in too deep, he takes their pretend relationship a step further.
恥ずかしながら僕がバツイチ子持ちなものでいろいろ気にされていたのかも。
Camilla is absolutely stumped at seeing such a handsome guy as Yor's husband, so she tries to pull off a cheap trick to embarrass Yor. However, the only one to get embarrassed is Camilla herself. She tries to go at her again, saying she used to do some questionable emergency work, but Loid turns the tables by praising Yor for taking the time to help other people, telling the members of the party that he is very proud of her. Though he doesn't know that this questionable work is assassinations. The two leave the party, but on their way back, the couple receives a surprise.
三井組織の残党。
Loid covers himself by saying that it's one of his psycho patients. He parks the van to deal with the smugglers while feeding ridiculous excuses to Yor, thanking his stars that Yor is so easy to fool. However, Yor shows that she's much more than that.
すみません。
As they are running away, Yor casually asks Loid if it's okay for them to actually get married. The world's most renowned spy, Twilight, has been thrown off guard for the second time in 48 hours. She elaborates that she wants their pretend thing to go on until they eventually find someone better. Since both of them would benefit from this deal, Loid uses a multifunctional bomb to take out two birds with one bomb.
友に助けよう。
はい、殺しが
任務が続く限り。
And that brings us to the end of Mission 2 for Loid, Anya and Yor Forger. Remember to subscribe and comment if you would like to see Mission 3.